Moving on to the next topic,
Oh,
which actually happened today. Cam Newton got cut from the Patriots. Steve, we're gonna start with you. Go ahead and talk about it.
going back to the fake high school All-American.
Oh, that's them right there.
Nah, it's a show, but you know, it's grown men that have a fake high school.
Oh, that's All-American.
All-American, yeah. I put it on
Bishop
for y'all
Sycamore
boys.
on there. They play Bishop. They play Bishop.
Yeah, next
Sycamore.
game. But going back to the Cam Newton thing, I mean, I feel some kind of way about it because I feel like, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like Mac Jones is going to take the starting position, but I didn't know it was going to be damn near week 1. You know what I'm saying? I was saying I give him at least to week 7 to actually take the starting role, but they did what they did. But I don't agree why they did it because you know, from what we were talking earlier offline, throughout the day, they said that was because of not taking the vaccine or whichever. So that's kind of an iffy to me. We don't know the truth. It could be that, it could not be. I mean, they say it is, but I don't agree with the Cam Newton. I think he's still a solid quarterback. At least, they could have just demoted him to second string or something like that. But because of what they did, it was crazy.
Yeah, go ahead, Binion.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like it has to be because of the vaccine. There was no reason to cut him besides the vaccine. Like, even if you weren't going to start him, if you was going to start Mac Jones, that's still a very good person to have as a backup, an extremely good person to have as a backup. And if Mac Jones don't pan out in the first 3 weeks, and you put Cam in to play. So I know it had nothing to do with his play. It had nothing to do with
he was doing okay in the preseason
game on the field.
Yeah,
this was literally, it was like Mac Jones did decent during the preseason, and Cam don't want to take this vaccine. All right, go ahead and go. Belichick, this is the type of quarterback that Belichick wants anyway now. Like, he doesn't like the running dual threat type quarterback for real. He likes you to sit in the pocket and deliver the ball where it needs to be. And Mac Jones can do that. So we'll see how it turns out. I give him 4 games, maybe 5.
Before they sit him down?
No, that's how many games they're gonna win.
Oh. I thought this man said they only gonna win 4 games. I don't know about that. Well, I feel I'm right there with y'all. And like, as far as the vaccine, I feel like the NFL hasn't did enough, so they're trying to correct what they haven't done. You know what I'm saying? How for instance, the NBA had health protocols right out the gate. You can't do this, you can't do that, stick around this, stick around that. If you do this and violate this, we're gonna have to suspend you for a couple games, whatever. But it feel like the NFL never really had a thing. It was just, we're gonna play, and then if you catch it, then you go sit out. Like, that was it. But now it's like they're trying to correct it by saying, get the vaccine or else. And I feel like that's not right. So I feel like they could have, I don't know, maybe because it's too many people, because it's 53 people on a team versus the NBA with 15 people on the team.
It's that, and also the NBA was able to do that because they was able to put everybody in one facility.
And one, that's true too. You can't do that.
You can't take 32 NFL teams, 53-man rosters, and play at one stadium,
one location.
Keep them in one location, and that's what that.
Yeah, that's too much.
One person catch it, everybody catching it. It's just way too much.
Yeah, I feel but even after the bubble though, when they started traveling for like this past year, they still kept some of those rules from the bubble, which was, don't go out with all these people and a certain amount of people. I feel like something like that could have been in place for each person or something with NFL.
Right. I'm pretty sure the NFL has something like that, which is why when they had the first story about Cam, they said he didn't break any of the protocol rules for COVID. Okay. They made that announcement, like he didn't break any rules or anything, but just, he would have to sit him out. Like they've said that. I know it wasn't to the extent that the NBA did it, but they did a little something. But they did what they could do with,
Okay. Well, that's Dr. Benya, by the way. He got all. How do y'all feel about this? He got all the answers for the physical and health stuff. How y'all feel about this? They already knocked down preseason by 1 game. Do y'all think they should even have preseason? Because there's been a couple of injuries that people are now out for the season, like J.K. Dobbins. ETN got hurt in practice, I believe, but other people are getting like these little nagging injuries, like they getting hit here or hit there. Do y'all feel like they should still? Oh, Travis got hurt in the game. I thought he got hurt in practice.
No, he got hurt in the game.
Thanks. So, do y'all feel like they should continue with the 3 preseason games? Should they knock another game off? What y'all feel?
You got to give the players time. Like that preseason stuff is still a tryout for a lot of players.
Exactly.
And it's a time for the coaches to see what those players can do in a game time situation. So you can't cut it too much. I mean, I get cut in the one game, but you cut the one game, all you did was add another game to the season. So they still playing the same amount of games.
They still you're right. And they still, y'all right. That was just something on my mind, because it's like maybe they hold the starters and you just check out second string, third string.
But then whoever
at the end of the roster, people like that, and they play. But I feel like they try to get the starters warmed up, but then you just hope nothing happens. So
I don't know. I feel like holding the starters wouldn't make a difference, because when they do get in, the whole thing of the preseason is to see what you got. A lot of these guys come from injuries. They're trying to get their bodies right back to where they got, what I'm saying? That's the reason why they don't play full games in the preseason. They play a quarter, maybe 2, what I'm saying? Or maybe 2 series.
A series,
so. Yeah. So if you eliminate the preseason, now let's say you get a Dak that come out there, first game or whichever. Mind you, he came from a season-ending injury, and he come out there and play, first game of the year, and then gets hurt again. So you can't prevent injuries. But like Benny said, it is to see what you have. You got these rookies coming in. Yeah, they first pick, second round pick, but then they go in the NBA first game and they go 0-17 or whichever. You know what I'm saying? So this is the time, like the Trevor Lawrences, the Justin Fields, to see what they got and how they do in game time situation in a grown man sport. It's no longer college anymore.
Yeah.
That's facts. Okay. All right. So moving on to the next topic, Cam. Who y'all think Cam should get picked up by? But before we move on,
I've been thinking about that all day. I don't even know.
You said Washington? Washington is a good spot.
But it's gonna be Carolina all over.
I don't know if they want I don't know if they're trying to give Fitzmagic an actual full season, or if he's just there as a placeholder.
I mean,
Patrick is a placeholder no matter where he goes.
Yeah, he is.
That's true.
That's what he is.
He's a very good placeholder. He's gonna give you about 8 games, real good games.
Oh yeah, he finna throw for about 200 for about 3 weeks straight. It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be wild.
That's him. That's good for him. He's making his cash by being a placeholder QB. That works for him.
What about Houston? What y'all feel about Houston, since they kind of want to move on from Deshaun? Well, they don't want to move on from him. He want to move on from them.
They got Tyrod.
Do y'all think they got Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, he's fine.
So no. I saw a thing about Dallas. I'm not sure how true that is.
Oh, who's Dallas backup quarterback?
Exactly. His name is DiNucci, I believe. DiNucci. I'm not sure who that is or where he comes from.
I don't know either.
But Cam could possibly go there. But I'm hoping he gets picked up very, very fast, because he is still a good quality quarterback. I don't know if he'll be back to his MVP type.
He will never
I'm saying, Cam, but he is still a quality quarterback, like no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So
he's a threat.
Cam, I'm rooting for you, Cam.
He's better than a lot of these players that starting in some of these teams, but that's neither here or there.
Right.
We'll see how it goes. He might get, the good old black ball how Cap did, So.
Or how they tried to do Melo, just try to keep him out of there.
Yeah, but if he doesn't play this year, there's no way that he plays next year.
After next year. Well, after
it's a different sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Basketball, you can go ahead and sharpen it, but football, he can sharpen it, but without, I don't know. I just feel like it's totally different. I just can't explain it, but it's just not going to be.
I think what it is too. Go ahead.
Won't be too difficult. I mean, it'll be difficult for him because the type of quarterback he is, but there have been some quarterbacks who took a year off and came back and played. Like a team went back out and got him and said, yeah, just come play for us. They just did that recently. Who just did that recently?
Jay Cutler. They did Jay Cutler. They did Jay Cutler like that. He was actually like
retired
on a vacation, and I think Miami called him.
Yeah, the boss is in Miami.
Right.
Who driving by and say, "Hey, yo, you want to play?" Come on, man.
Hey, they was like, "Ain't that Jay Cutler?"
Hey, come on, man. Come on, let me talk to you.
Ain't that Jay Cutler? Bro,
where we going? We going just by the stadium real quick, man. I just want to see what you can do real quick.
It look good out here, don't it?
For the type of QB he is, I don't know if that'll work for him, but
yeah. But this is the thing. I think what it is we've seen Cam at his greatest.
Yeah.
And that might be a blessing and a curse. Because now every time we see Cam Newton, we're hoping to see when he was great. And I think he's a completely different quarterback from then. And now it's like he's new, but they want that. They want the old Cam. They want the, you know what I'm saying?
That Liz Frank fracture, boy. That Liz Frank fracture will do it to you.
It'll take you out.
Every time. That's a big fracture on your foot. That's why I'm concerned about Travis, because if he don't come back from that the right way, that's a big weight bearing part of your foot. So
okay, so let's move on to the next little topic before we get into the NFL predictions. Let's get